Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about the Coptic Christian. Coptic is a language of the Egyptian. This language was still being used for worship in the Coptic Church today. Coptic Church originated from Alexandria during an apostolic period and were often called Coptic Orthodox Church of Alexandria. This is how a Coptic church looked like. The design of the building is a little bit similar to the Muslim mosque. During the time, Christians stand 10% of the overall population in the Egypt, and Coptic Church was the largest church in the Middle East. 95% of Christians in Alexandria are members of the Coptic Orthodox Church. John Mark, which is the author of the Gospel of Mark, was known as the founder of Coptic Church. It is one of the oldest community of Christians. It involves in the very first split of the church, which is even earlier than the Roman Catholic. The Coptic Christians were ruled under the Roman Empire. They were not allowed to worship anything other than their God, and this put them into trouble. Many of them were killed and crucified during the time for refusing to worship the emperors. By AD 641, Arab conquered Egypt and took power from the hand of the Roman. They overthrew the laws of Romans and relieved Coptic Christians from being executed. However, under the control and influences of the Arabian, Coptic Christians undergo huge social and cultural changes. Unfortunately, after centuries, most of the Coptic Christians converted to Islamic faith and causes Coptic Christians to lose foothold. Coptic Christians has important contribution to the Christian community. One of their biggest achievement is the Catechetical School of Alexandria. It was the oldest school in the world. It was founded around 190 AD. It is one of the most important Christian institutions in the world for religious learning and biblical studies. Next, the Coptic Church also has their own calendar, which is known as the Alexandrian calendar. This calendar was created based on the ancient Egyptian calendar.
Coptic Christian consists of 7 canonical sacraments: baptism, chrismation, Eucharist, confession, orders, matrimony, and unction of the sick. Of all 7 sacraments, only matrimony cannot be performed during a fasting season. The Copts have season of fasting matched by no other Christian community. Out of 365 days of the year, Copts fast over 210 days. During fasting, no animal products such as meat, poultry, and others are allowed. Lent, also known as the Great Fast, is largely observed by all Copts. It starts with a pre-Lent fast of a week, followed by a 40-day fast remembering Christ fasting on the mountain, followed by the Holy Week, which is the most sacred week called Pascha of the Coptic calendar, which climaxes with the crucifix on Good Friday and ends with the joyous Easter. Copts celebrate 7 major holy feasts and 7 minor holy feasts. The major holy feasts commemorate Annunciation, Christmas, Theophany, Palm Sunday, Easter, Ascension, and the Pentecost. Christmas is celebrated on January 7. The Coptic Church emphasized the resurrection of Christ, which means Easter, as much as his advent is Christmas. Besides that, Coptic Orthodox Church does not have and does not mind any civil law of the land, as long as it does not interfere with the church sacrament. The church is not required to bless an official position regarding some controversial issues, say for instance abortion, and for special circumstances must be reviewed by a special council of bishops.
After the invasion of Arab Muslims around the middle of 7th century AD, the church suffered a slow decline, but around the middle of 20th century, it experienced an unprecedented revival. This spiritual renaissance had its start in the 40s and 50s in Coptic Sunday school movements in Cairo, Giza, and Isaiah. Inspired by the challenges they experienced in Sunday school classes, young men consecrated their lives to God and joined the Desert Fathers. Today, many of the church leaders grew from that spiritual revival. The Copts continue to have active youth groups that emphasize religious education as well as providing social interaction. Although called Sunday schools, these gatherings, usually held on Fridays, are considered to be a very important religious element to all the Coptic families. Their children usually join at an early age and continue to participate in them throughout their adolescence. They involve diverse activities, both on the spiritual level as well as on the social side of their life. Today, the Coptic Church has spread throughout the world, with churches in many different countries. Under the patronage of the current people, the Church holds a deep and profound interest in erasing the prior concept of the Church among the world. The Church today maintains communication with the Roman Catholic Church as well as others, and it is clear that the desire of the Copts is to be fully and unequivocally accepted as Orthodox Christians by all the members of the Christian world community. The Coptic Church of Diaspora is a new and dynamic development of the second half of the 20th century. Recent missionary efforts of Coptic Church in Africa have led to the establishment of numerous churches in Zambia, Kenya, Zaire, Zimbabwe, Namibia, and South Africa. The Coptic Church is even spreading throughout the United States today.